So why don't you go ahead and start off telling us everything you know so far about Lil Uzi?
Okay, so basically, everything I know about Lil Uzi so far is he's not heavy metal. So uh, no, I'm just kidding. No, so basically I use Spotify. I don't use I'm poor. I don't use Apple Music. And basically I looked at his bio and he comes off as like he seems like a pretty cool guy, and he seems to have
Pretty cool
taken
guy.
yeah, he seems pretty cool. He
Where is that picture from that on the Spotify? Is that from like 2016?
yeah,
Have you seen
it's
him lately?
no, I actually haven't.
Bro,
Oh,
his
great, man.
face looks like one of those maps from SpongeBob that Mr. Krabs gives out. Like remember in that episode where they had the X marks the spot. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh,
Yeah, that's what his
yeah.
face looks like now.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, basically the bio bio here just says about how he made deals with Atlanta Records, and he did stuff with Migos, and my computer keeps disconnecting from the internet. That's awesome. Sorry.
Nice. So what does your typical playlist consist of though? Like outside of what I'm making you listen to today?
Oh my God. I don't know if there's enough time in the day for me to tell you, but so basically,
Give us like your top five.
definitely Iron Maiden.
Clearly Iron Maiden.
Representing.
For all the Iron Maiden fans watching, I don't know if there's
Clearly
any, but
Nirvana.
yes, definitely Nirvana, Red Hot Chili Peppers, and I would have to say recently it'd be Ozzy, because in the new album, of course, and I saw him recently in concert, and he's awesome. He's a
No
legend.
love for Rush.
I
R.I.P.
do
Neil
love
Peart.
Rush. When Neil Peart died, when I got the news at work, and a soft tear came down my face in sadness. I did listen to a lot of Rush for like 3 days straight, but I still listen to them recently. But like I've been listening to Ozzy more because
And
you know
how often do you say that mumble rap comes into your playlist?
about as often as a meteorite striking Earth and killing all of us. So never.
So this is interesting because when you go on YouTube and you look up Metalhead Reacts, you'll see a lot of metalheads. Sure, I guess you can consider them metalheads, but they're all pretty familiar with everything. They're really music renaissance men. I think there's a whole channel actually dedicated to metalheads that listen to rap music. So they're all
Yeah.
coming in from a very non-biased perspective. Now, I thought it would be really funny if we came in with a huge bias like you, who listens to nothing else except metal for whatever reason that may be. So,
Because it's awesome.
I had you listen to some of his older discography just for some background leading up to this one. This one
Yeah.
was actually a double album, if you don't know. The Eternal Atake we had to wait for 3 years to listen to. Then he released the deluxe version, which was essentially just an album on top of that was a sequel to one of his earlier mixtapes, one of my favorites, Lil Uzi Vert versus the World, which was inspired by one of my favorite movies, Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Okay.
So
All right.
I picked out, rather than sitting through the 2 hours of music that he released this week, I figured I'd pick out 7 songs, and one of them is, I like all of them except for one of them. One of them just totally racks my nerves and is the most annoying thing I've ever heard ever. So we're gonna do an interesting thing where I want to see if you, who probably sounds like every single song you're gonna listen to on here, can pick out the one that I'm talking about.
The one that you don't like? Okay. All
Yeah,
right, it's a
and this is
challenge.
also kind of a mini review, so I want to hear what you have to say about each song after
Sure.
we go through it. So let's start with track number 1, Myron.
All right. Should press play it now or?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Yeah, I hear that. They so fresh, so clean, think they like me. I went more supreme than a hype bitch.
Only blue, no green, don't excite me.
I can make a hoe at your wife.
I can fuck your bitch and fuck your mom and auntie. Your girl's a 5, but your mom is a 9 piece. And your auntie, her name is Miss Connie.
Oh my lord.
That's crazy loud. Is it loud for you too?
Oh, it's not. I'm sorry. I'll turn it down a little
No,
bit.
that's cool.
Yo. Oh, okay. All right. This is hilarious.
Were you not expecting this kind of lyrics from this, or
No.
you weren't?
No.
So you're definitely not very well versed in the rap realm.
No, like I know they say stuff like this once in a while, but like Jesus, this is hilarious.
Yeah, there are more references to early 2000s New York Giants players than you might expect in this album.
Oh, is he a Giants fan?
No, he's actually from Philly.
Oh, okay.
All right, I think we're good with that one. So
Let's
why
get
don't
one?
you, yeah.
All right,
So why
all right.
don't you tell me a little bit what you thought of that?
Definitely not what I was expecting. I mean, it's like, so like I know I'm not like I've listened to rap before, so it was definitely like it had the flow, but I thought it was gonna be like a serious. I didn't think it was gonna be like he's.
You thought it was
fooling
gonna be
around like that.
serious?
That's hilarious. Yeah, I actually thought. I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was gonna be serious. That was hilarious. Oh my god. I'd be lying if I said I didn't like the beat.
You liked the
I
beat?
did like the beat. It was good. Yeah,
Nice.
the beat was good. I mean, it sounded like some robot was singing it, but I mean, the beat was pretty good.
So why don't we move on to number 2? What's up?
What's up with?
The second
Future?
one in this playlist, I'd say, because I think this is actually number 5. But in the
Okay.
interest of time,
All right.
we'll skip right to what's up.
Let's try it. All right. I know you like Future.
I do like Future.
Since
The
it's
reason I
Future.
like this one is because this is kind of like an old, like in 2016, Uzi was like the king of rap, and this one sounds like some of his 2016 stuff. As you can see, he's a very dynamic lyricist, up there with Eminem.
Oh my God, yeah. It's like a different word in every line.
Just wait till we get to Pop.
I can only imagine. One of his famous ones, the one with "All My Friends Are Dead." That one's kind of
That one, then just wait till P2, because I'm gonna go into a little bit more detail with that. It has to do with that song.
All right. What's up? Not much. How about you? Sounds like he's got like that Stoma robotic voice.
That's the cool thing about Future is so this is actually no auto-tune either, but that's why Future's so popular is because he sounds like he's auto-tuned without actually being auto-tuned. If you heard his interviews, this is what he sounds like.
He sounds
Yeah,
like
unless
this
they
in
auto-tune his interviews.
like all
Yeah.
the time. All right, not bad. The beat, I do like the beat again. Whoever's doing the beats,
This
pretty
one
good.
was Pierre Bourne. I don't know if you heard Magnolia by Playboi Carti.
No.
Okay, that was a
definitely not.
huge song back in the day. He did the same beat. Girls' DMs after they break up be like,
What's
Yeah.
up? Or guys after every
yeah.
chick.
All right, so why don't we actually review that one?
Review that one.
Yeah.
I like the beat. The beat was pretty good. For the actual lyrics, it's all right. I wasn't really. I was like, okay, like what's up? Like 855,000 times. But I was like, okay, whatever. Like
Yeah,
The beat
just
was
wait till
good, though.
Pop. But what would you rate it out of 10?
this song,
Yeah.
5.5.
5.5, that's specific.
Yeah,
Comparing it to all the other stuff you listen to, what would you rate it?
2.
Where did those 2 points come from? Well, you said that you like the beat.
The beat.
The beat was good.
Yeah, the beat was pretty good. Not gonna lie.
All right, so
Like,
those
in the
were
car.
those were 2 that I selected from his deluxe version. There were a lot more, but I just
Mm-hmm.
wanted to speed up the process of this video. So this is actually the first song from his original drop, Eternal Atake. Baby Pluto is the first track.
Baby Blue. All right, hop into it.
It's also the biggest one off of it.
I turned to an addict, I brought me a paddock, I brought her a baby one bit. Yeah, I brought me a Maybach, came with 2 dogs,
Okay,
yeah, that's
speeding
what
it
the
up.
savage was.
Okay.
I stay with the baddest, I'm counting the cabbage while making my lady come. I brought a G-Wagon, that shit was a Brabus, that's why I be racing. Yeah, we brought a full door, had to get ready for war. Yeah, we brought a full door, had to get ready for war.
As you can tell, Uzi is famous for his lyrics. His lyrics are rivals, like I mentioned, of Eminem and Lil Wayne, and also Tupac.
Oh, all right, okay. Like
Like he's like Shakespeare when it comes to the words.
Shakespeare.
Yeah. So I just had this in there because it was the
Beats are good.
Yeah, I just had it in there because it was the first track, so you could just probably stop it there.
I gotta say, consistently, the beats are pretty good.
So you like the
But
beats?
lyrics, I'm just like, man. Yeah, no, yeah, the beats are good.
The funny thing
But,
is,
like-
the beats are something that I can make in like 5 minutes on my Mac, and I literally have done it. And maybe that's a video for the future, but I've literally made beats like that
Ooh.
in 5 minutes.
Ooh, stay tuned.
Yeah,
for
stay
that
tuned.
video.
So what do you think of that one?
In terms of beats, yeah. In terms of lyrics, not so much. I was kind of waiting for the guitar solo.
The guitar
I
solo.
don't know if that was at the end. Yeah, maybe a drum fill. I don't know.
Well, yeah, there was plenty of drum fill in there, I think.
True.
Electronic drum fill. So
Yeah,
out of 10.
maybe, 4.
4, so that was worse than What's Up.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a little slower.
All right.
You know what really killed it for me? I was waiting for that beat drop and it never happened. And I was like, oh.
You know, actually, I agree with you on that. The beat drop, I was hesitant to download it at first because of the it takes a minute into the song for the beat to drop. But yeah, I actually would agree with that 100%. So
Awesome.
This next one is my absolute favorite, Lo Mein.
Oh, man.
Not just because he name drops the GOAT Eli Manning, but for I love the beat.
Oh,
The beat is
okay.
probably the best one of this whole thing.
All right, let's jump into it.
Chopstick came with a large low man, extra clip in it, nigga. I ain't got no aim. Ball main pocket feel fresh romaine, and I stay with the cash like an exo chain. 5,500, nigga, that's your rain. When I go to the club, make it storm hurricane. Nigga pull up, think he G.I. Joe, man. 762, turn him G.I. Jane. That Rico and Boo, they be knee high, man.
I'm gonna make sure my brother get Eli Manning. You
Oh,
got him on
okay.
your wall
All
there,
right.
don't you?
I do. That's going to make this rating go up.
Just the name drop.
You can't sleep on Eli.
So far we've had Manning to Shockey in this mumble rap playlist. Who would have thought?
Who would have thought? You know, I see that's why you wanted me to listen to this now.
Yes.
That was the whole
So now
plan.
you like it.
Yeah, I'm going to go buy a t-shirt.
You know, honestly, they don't look that different than Iron Maiden's t-shirts.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, look at this. It's pretty nice. I got this at the concert.
Yeah, they're actually inspired from that. Not this specific drop, but there are some ones that are inspired by that. Alright, I think we're good with that one.
All right. We said Eli's name, so I'd have to say the beat was pretty good.
So we at least have to give it a 10, but we can raise the bottom rating. We'll make it like 20.
Yeah, like 20. Let's do 25.
25? 10 out of 25?
Oh. Yeah, sure. Let's go with that
10
one.
out of 80 for Jeremy Shockey.
Oh, God, Shockey, man. He sucks.
You don't like Shockey?
Oops. He was kind of a...
Shockey was
dumbass.
nasty.
He was good.
Yeah.
He was just kind of like a jerk. That's why I don't like him.
Alright, so you're in for a treat for this next one. Pop.
Oh,
And you're going to have to listen to this whole thing.
All right, here we go. Oh, boy.
It gets worse.
No, don't tell me. You're joking, right?
No.
Oh, my God. This is awful.
It's not bad yet. It's not bad yet.
What? Is this the one you put on because you don't like it? I hope
Yeah,
so.
you got it.
All right, thank
You
God.
got it. So
was
you can
worried.
tell the difference. I was worried you would come on here and think everything sounds the same.
No, trust me. I can. Oh my God! Wow, this is hurting my brain.
Yeah, I see you dancing. You like it. Don't lie.
It's the only thing I can do because it just hurts to listen to.
I think
I think that's what people do at in clubs because they're just like, man, this song sucks, but I'm just gonna go with it.
No, I'm sure this is playing in a strip club somewhere.
Let's go find out. Oh wait, we can't.
Oh yeah, everything's shut down.
Yeah, I think they should be necessity.
Well, I think this is it.
Essential.
Yeah, we're almost there.
Almost there?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I feel like we've been there for an hour. Oh god.
Yeah, here it is. Here it is. Valenci.
Oh my god.
What are you reading? The Bible?
I should be, yeah. Imagine waking up every day listening to this. I'd rather just go outside, get the virus, and die.
All right. So the next one, so you can kill it there.
Okay.
Let's hear. Let's unload.
Cool. All right.
Thoughts?
My review on that?
Yeah.
Or? Jesus. I mean, I started reading a book halfway through.
What are you supposed to say, right?
Can I give negative ratings?
You can. Go ahead. Tear it apart.
Negative.
I want a 500-word essay. Go.
All right.
Valenci.
Negative 500,000 points off. Awful.
Is that
terrible song? That should just.
Can you compare that to anything you've listened to before?
Maybe like the sound of the garbage disposal, but like if you're ever kidnapped and like taken hostage in like Afghanistan or something, this is probably what they play for you while they're torturing you for information.
That's probably accurate. The reason I picked this one is because at least like the reason I like Uzi is because while his lyrics aren't there at all, which I don't even think really need to be because that's not what's in today. That's not what people tune in for.
Yeah.
But I always like the beats. His choice of beats are always fantastic, and his flow and like the vocal melody is what I tune into Uzi for. This had none of that. This had none of that. The beat was awful. There was no vocal melody, and it was just it was like you said, garbage disposal. So I'll give the same rating, negative 5,000.
All right, perfect.
So this next one, Price, is actually samples a Travis Scott beat and is actually a fan favorite off of the whole thing because of that. So you might actually like the beat on this one. It's from his song Way Back. This one is called Prices.
All right.
Yee.
Yeah, I like that.
My money aroused like my boner.
Oh, yeah. So is there like a guitar solo at the end?
All right, thoughts?
Jesus. 4 out of 10.
Better than Pop?
Yeah. Oh my God. Anything's better than that. Second. I'm not gonna say it so you don't have to edit it.
4 out of 10. What makes you give that rating?
4 points for the beat, and that's it.
The beat, and that's it.
Yeah. Oh, actually,
All right.
3 points for the beat, 1 point for the intro. The intro was pretty cool, but then he started singing, and I was like,
So really, it's in theory, it's a 1 because the beat was actually just borrowed from one of Travis Scott's songs.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, let's go with that. I like that.
So 3 points for Travis Scott, 1 for Uzi.
All right.
So you mentioned earlier on that you liked EXO Tour Life. You thought that was the most listenable Uzi song, right? Everyone heard that one. It's like a pop song. Even Ed Sheeran did a cover of it.
Yeah, it's like a radio
pop
song.
So what do you do if you're Lil Uzi and you have a smash hit and you obviously want to make more of them? What do you do at that point? I'll tell you exactly what you do. You make the same goddamn song and put a new title on it. Go ahead and play it.
I was thinking maybe make better music or...
No. Same song.
This does sound like the original. Is this really the original? This is...
Push me to the edge. All my friends are dead. Push me to the edge. All my friends are dead.
Yeah, he's probably sitting in the studio and he's like, man, I really need to top that. And he's
So
like,
why
nah,
top it when you got the original? Right, the meme with the guy going like this.
Yeah, he's like, I'm just gonna rewrite it.
New lyrics.
Rewrite the title.
No, what's crazy to me is that people actually like they're bumping this. They're playing it like it's 2017 and it's a new song.
I guess it worked for him. He's probably sitting back counting the stacks, and he's like,
All right, so overall thoughts.
All right, let's think. So there's no guitar. There's no drum. I mean, there was drums.
There was guitar.
There was guitar.
There was guitar and drums actually.
But they're really. All right, you know what? You're right. But I was really looking forward to maybe some Iron Maiden songs off this track, but I guess you can't always get what you want. I think overall, I'm gonna say out of 10, the whole album, I'll give it 4.
A 4 out of 10. Actually, that's actually what Anthony Fantano gave it.
Oh, is it?
But this is actually 2 albums. So the first 2 are 1 album, and the second 2 are, or the rest of it is another. So what would you give the first one?
I'd probably give the first one better than the second part. Probably 5.5.
That's actually almost exactly what Anthony Fantano gave that first one. He gave Versus the World a 5, and he gave Eternal Atake a 4. So all right, so you're pretty spot on with your music critiquing skills.